Okay, here.
Actually, yeah, let's switch over.
Okay,
Oh, you've
okay.
got the middle stuff. Okay, guys, we'll take questions for Kyle first, please. So if we could see a show of hands and to give your name and organisation for your question. Thanks.
Hi Kyle, Simon Crabtree, Premier League Productions, thank you for this. I know you are pretty much imperious in the Premier League this season. In the Champions League at the Etihad over the last 3 matches, it's not quite been the same. So what changes do you think?
No, I don't think anything changes within the setup to the week and the focus on the game for the players. Obviously, we have to take into consideration that the teams are different to the Premier League teams that are facing week in, week out. The standards probably, definitely a level up. So that's something that we have to think about and hopefully put right, tomorrow evening.
Does that make this one... Sorry, do you need to do a translation first or... No. Does that make this one just as important as the weekend then?
No, I mean, every game's important. We have to take it game by game. I'm fully focused on the game tomorrow, and then come Sunday we'll think about that, after this game.
And just finally for me, can I just ask you about your socks on Sunday with the holes that you cut? Can you just explain that for us?
Yeah, basically I just get tight calves with my age, I think it is now. So I kind of do that just to relieve a bit of pressure.
Kyle, Ben Ransom from Sky Sports News. We saw at the weekend 6 goals. Raheem Sterling scored 2. He provided to us all with 2 assists. What's he been like over the last couple of seasons? You played alongside him, of course, for Man City, for England. How much has he improved? What's he like on the training pitch?
It's been a joy to work with. I've played with him on numerous games now on the the right hand side, and it's a pleasure to play behind him. I said to him at the start, just play with a smile on your face. I feel that the players that we have in the dressing room and definitely with the manager, that everyone can help him, and I think that he's reaching the levels that he can do. But there's still work to be done, and he still needs to dedicate himself to the game to make sure he's one of the very best players in the world.
And can I ask you about the England line this week as well, that Wayne Rooney's going to come back and play one final game, get one final cap. What are your thoughts on him coming back into the squad?
No, I think it's it's good. Wayne was there from when I was 20. He helped me right through my England career, and I think it's probably the send-off that he deserves for what he's done, for both English football and for England.
Hi, Kyle. Rory Smith from the New York Times. Can I just ask you about David Silva, please? You've played against him, you've obviously played with him. What's he like as a teammate? What's he like as an opponent, from what you remember?
As a teammate, he's fantastic. He's probably not the most vocal person, but I think he lets his football do the talking. And I think that's what sets him apart from the rest of us. He's an example to all of us, both on field and off field. And it's a pleasure to play against, but a nightmare to play against.
Hi Kyle, Stuart Brennan, Manchester Evening News. Is there a feeling within this squad that you're better equipped to win the Champions League this season?
I felt last season we had, a great chance, but we just come against, Liverpool that was on fire, and thought we had, 2 10 minutes of madness in the first game, which kind of let it go for us. But I feel that we've learnt from that. I feel that it was a good lesson to learn, and hopefully we can take it into this campaign and really come with a front foot forward.
When you say you've learnt from it, what do you think you have learnt from it?
The standard in the Champions League, it's a knockout game. Each and every game is just important. I think that for me, definitely going to Anfield in that game, we could have gone there and got a draw, because we had to come back to the Etihad and play them on our home turf, and that's something that that I've definitely learnt from last season, and hopefully I can take it into this season.
Caio, Fred Caldeira, Esporte Interativo Brazil. Just to check with you, do you think that Man City lacks something playing at Etihad in Champions League, about the supporters trying to push you to win this title?
No, definitely not. I think obviously the Manchester City fans have their opinion on the Champions League, which you can, what it is. But for us, it's down to us as players to, to create the atmosphere in there and, help the fans as well. They're the 12th man, but we have an important job on the field to, get the victory and, we need to make history for this club, and that's what we're wanting to do.
Hi Kyle, Sam Lee from Goal. Similar to what Fred was saying, what difference does it actually make to you as players if the stadium maybe isn't as full or isn't as noisy as perhaps Pep would like?
For us as players, I mean, I'm too concentrating, on my game rather than worrying about the fans. But obviously, you do want an atmosphere. When you go to certain grounds, it is difficult to play there sometimes when you've got the atmosphere and the fans are, right on their side. So, we do probably like that a little bit, but we've come to terms with that, and we have to, just let our football do the talking. We've got some fantastic players in there, and our fans probably shouldn't influence us on how we're going to play, throughout the 90 minutes.
And you mentioned when you asked about your socks, it was because of your age. You're only 28. Is it the sheer amount of young players in the team making you feel old?
I think it's just football in general now. Even with the England squad, we have a young and old box, and I'm in the old box now. And I think on last camp I was the oldest player in the camp. So for that, I can remember when I started off at 19. It seems 2 minutes ago, but I feel that's when you have to just take every opportunity that you get in football, because it does go so quick.
Okay, take some questions for Pep now. 1 second, Kyle, you're done.
Cheers. Thank you.